Secret loot rooms. Now, the Division 2 and the Division is no stranger to secret loot or Easter eggs or hidden things, spread out amongst the game. Now, yesterday, what I did is I decided to show you some of the secret bosses and a secret mask that you could get. And in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 6 different secret loot areas. And after you go to each of the secret loot areas, you will then unlock a hidden secret loot room. Pretty cool? Here, I hope you have your popcorn. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from. But that's right, 6 different secret loot room areas. And after we visit all 6, we will then unlock the hidden loot room. Now, this might sound familiar to a lot of people, but this came out year 1 of the game. And it actually started as soon as you started the game. Like at the very beginning of the game, you were able to access one of these hidden loot areas. Now, what I'm talking about is the secret loot room underneath Washington Monument. Now, it is not a part of the control point, but it is underneath the control point. Now, the only way to access this is to have control of this, Washington Monument control point. And once you go down the elevator, you will then be able to, get all of your control point loot. But we're talking about the hidden secret loot room. And that is this door behind the rope. Now, this door will open after you visit all of the 6 secret loot room areas. And like I said, it will then unlock the hidden loot room. Now, the hidden loot room is spelled Hydden. And each of the locations have this balloon right next to it. Now, what I mean by 6, you will then see 6 different lights here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 6. Each of these 6 lights coordinate with each of the 6 secret loot rooms, because each of those rooms will be a button. You have to hit each of those buttons and it will trigger each of these lights. Once each 6 of the lights have been turned on, you will then have access to this button. You will be able to hit it and it will unlock the hidden secret loot room. Cool, right? Now, each of the 6 locations will have this balloon, and I will show you in each of the, 6 different coordinates for each of the 6 different secret loot areas. I know it's a lot. It is. But hey, get ready. Let's go ahead to secret area number 1. Due to some editing magic, there you go. I have just completely emptied my inventory. That way, from all of these locations and secret loot rooms, you will see the final results. Now, this is location number 1, and it might look familiar because this is the exact walking path that starts the Division 2, right? And this is on your way to Washington, D.C., the Capitol building, right? Or the White House. Now, as you start here, there's actually a hidden hotel balloon right there. And you can see it flying in the wind. Now, this is location number 1, and it is probably the most famous of the locations, just because that's where everybody starts the game. And to get through here, I'll show you the exact coordinates. So the coordinates are 1354 by 2712. And then if I zoom out, you can see I am south of the White House, bottom left part of the circle right here. Pretty cool. We are just on the right corner of the food node. What you do is you jump into this location, into this container, and right here, Hidden Hotel Vosburg. We ain't here right now, but feel free to grab a beer, put on some tunes, anything you like. But do not touch the big weapon crate behind the bed. Love, Max and Sam. And then what you do is you check in. Remember, checking in will turn on the light, and the only way to have that switch at the end turn on is by having all 6 lights activated. So make sure that you press the button and get the loot. There we go. Nice little LVOAC. Not too shabby. All right. Now that is location number 1. Location number 2 is quick buy, but let me go ahead and jump ahead. And here we are with location number 2. So remember, you have to have the Washington Monument taken over. First location was just south of the White House, and the next location is in West Potomac Park. Now the exact coordinates, I'm at 1217 by 1722. Now you can see these 3 different underground tunnels, and I am just left of the furthest left underground tunnel. At this location, you will see the Hidden Hotel balloon, and what you do is you follow the parrot. So you jump on top of these crates, jump over the wall, and you can see there's actually an airdrop crate right over there. Pretty cool. And here's location number 2. So Vosburg was location number 1, and now we have Z Barbecue Joint. Take a sausage, not my gear, says M Hidden. And remember to check in. This is going to be number 2. And then you can get all of the gear. We have a few different loot boxes here. Nice. Double drops. And each of these count as a mission, just so you know. You can see we're getting mission reward completions. And I just took over. See if I can jump over there. I can't. So you have to jump back over. Go across the way. And there's this airdrop crate here as well. Pretty cool. But that's location number 2. And we're going to stay in West Potomac Park for location number 3. But let's go ahead and jump right over. Booyah! Location number 3. So like I said, we're not too far away. I mean, we had to run past some NPCs and whatnot. But we're still in West Potomac Park. This time we're just off to the side of Lincoln Memorial. Now, as far as the coordinates for this location, 1123 by 1537. Now, this is going to be the halfway mark, so location number 3. And it's a little treehouse. Pretty cute. Again, pick up all the loot, and we'll go over all the loot here at the end. But this is the Mr. Treehouse from M&F Hidden. Take a tremendous nap. I dig it. So pick up the loot, make sure you check in, and we are now halfway through. Pretty cool. Look at that. You know, we just picked up some caches and exotics because this also counts as a free mission. Pretty wicked. All right, off to number 4. Location number 4, and I guess I could have done this one right after the first because we are back underneath Washington, D.C., and the White House. So remember that location number 1 was just over here to the south of us. So we could have probably just ran across and got number 2 while we were at it. But then we went over here and over here. Just so you know. I'm just doing some open critiquing myself. Anywho, location number 4, you can see right here is the Hidden Hotel balloon. And if I go to my map, the coordinates are 1468 by 2866. Now, the fastest way to get here is probably from DCD. Now, once you get to this location, you will see the balloon. And what you do is right underneath the awning, you will see a hole in the wall. Pretty cool. Now, this is the McMillie camp. And it says, "The is on the table, no loot in the crate, mix hidden." And this is going to be at number 4. Remember to hit the button, pick up the loot. It says, "Hands off the merchandise." Nice, little MG5. Oh, look at that. Little Shade Network computer. A little hidden dog there. I dig it. All right, so that is going to be location number 4. We are nearly done. But as far as the locations, we had 2 here in Washington, or in the White House area, and 2 over here in West Potomac Park. Now let's finish up with the final 2. Off to location number 5, and I did have to start a propaganda broadcast to get here. But you can see the hidden balloon, and the balloons are at all of the locations, just so you know. Now we are back in West Potomac Park. This time the coordinates 1166 by 2652. Now I am just, to the east of Flooded Levee, and we are just to the south of those different locations from the White House. But again, here is our location on the map. You will find the balloon. You will see the containers, right? And again, just like the first one, you're going to jump on top of the container and get to the other side. Now this one is called Poopy Town. Enjoy the fluffies. All the stuffed animals everywhere. Pretty cute. Remember to check in. And there is no loot here. Very interesting. No loot at all. Huh. I wonder where the loot is. Let's see. Maybe there's a location. Is it over here? I mean, right next door, maybe? I don't know. Kind of weird. We didn't get any loot at that location. And we had to get through this propaganda broadcast, too. Alright. So for location number 6, and then we'll finish up back at the Washington Monument. But location number 6 is actually at the control point. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this control point entrance. And we are going to go inside of the Metro ruins. You don't have to take over the control point, but I will show you where the hidden hotel room is. And that's actually what all of these are, right? They're all hidden hotel rooms. They're secret loot rooms for the hidden hotel. And then the final secret loot room is in the bottom of the Washington Monument. So let's run over here to Metro and let me show you exactly how I would do this without triggering the control point. It's going to be tricky, but I think it's this entrance, so fingers crossed we enter the right side, because if not, then I might have to trigger the control point, and then I'm going to have to do some editing magic and pretend like that never happened. There's a lot of loot around here, but I'm trying to keep it as honest as possible by not hitting any of the extra loot. See if I can hit them. Boom. There we go. Alright, let's go down here. So you go down to Metro like you're going to take it over, but instead, you're going to jump down to the left. Now it should be this entrance. Yep. Alright, so jump down to the left and turn around. And here is your hidden hotel. And it's truly that simple. It's the Rock and Pete. Okay? Now the exact coordinates for this location, this is the last location. There's only 6. 1016 by 3483. And again, all you have to do is enter this entrance and then jump down to the left. You're not going to trigger the control point or anything like that. Make sure you hit the button. There you go. And get all your loot. And wow. We just completed 2 different projects doing that. That's pretty freaking hilarious. All right. So we have done all 6 locations. Let's go back to the Washington Monument. And let's go ahead and get our secret loot, and we will compile everything that we received just in this video. So again, the hidden loot room is going to be in the bottom of Washington Monument, right behind this door. Now, you should have 6 lights on. Let's see if we did it right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so we have all 6 lights on. That means we can hit this button. Here we go. And there it is. Now the light just turned on. We just got another completed mission. And now we're able to get the hidden secret loot at the very end. And it does come with a message too. So just so everyone is well aware, and I know it might seem like you just got trolled, but the developers changed this. We used to actually get a loot box here. They changed it, and I believe year 3. They changed it to where it's just materials here. But you can get this every single day, just so you know. And if you come down here, there's nothing, some flowers, some rubble. Nothing crazy. But it does come with this blurb, so let me read it for you. And this is actually the end of the hidden hotels. It says here, Bobby, if you are reading this, great. We're so happy you're alive. We knew you'd find your way back to our hidden hotels. We had to run, baby. The city has gone bad. Why didn't you stay with us? We're leaving this hellhole city. Please catch up with us. R left you something nice for the travel. We need to talk. Love, M, P, R, and F. The Hiddens. So Bobby left them. They couldn't handle it, so they ended up leaving. And they left all of those secret things for him to find and, get some loot. I mean, pretty cool. I'm liking the story. I wish I knew more about this family and what actually happened. So maybe the developers will add on to that in the future, but I doubt it. It's just a really cool Easter egg and set of, hidden secret loot rooms. But that is it. You have just completed the hidden hotel puzzle. All 6 secret hotel rooms and the final secret loot room. Pretty cool. But that's it for me. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you're enjoying these secret boss guides and secret loot rooms, let me know, and I'll come out with another episode. There are plenty to go over. But that's it for me for this one. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace out. Yo, I nearly forgot to show you all the loot. My bad. All right, so we picked up 21 pieces of loot with 6 caches. Remember that each of these count as a mission completion. So you're able to get all of these caches at the exact same time. So let's see what we get. There we go. All right, so as far as weapons, anything decent? I mean, a Frenzy Negev's not bad. We got a Like Glue with decent rolls. An Ekham's Long Stick with damage to targets at a cover. Not a bad LVOAC there. Ooh, Double Barrel Sawed Off with damage to targets at a cover. I mean, you can see all of these rolls are pretty decent. Do this on Heroic. I'm telling you. All of these rolls are pretty decent. Except for that one. Yeesh. Trauma. I mean, all of the other ones, you can see they're all pretty high as far as the rolls. Except for the gear set items. Ugh. Wow. Both of the Gruppo items, you can make double crit. And it's seeming the gear set items were the worst. Yeah. The gear set items really stink. But as far as everything else, we got 25 pieces of loot and a mod. All right. Not bad. Not bad. And we just did that in just a few minutes. But nice little Easter egg. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And we just triggered a retaliation all at the same time. So I know what I'm about to do. All right. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.